Hey everybody, it's me Joe, and I want to welcome you back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about grammar, specifically sentence structure. I'm going to go over the three main types of sentences: simple sentences, compound sentences, and complex sentences. All right? Hopefully, you'll be able to learn something about grammar today, and it'll make writing and speaking easier for you. All right? Through this video, I'm going to make some examples. When I show you the examples, what you can do is you can pause and then guess what the answer is. That'll give you a little bit of work to do. Also, during this video, you're going to see two secret codes. Now, those are super important because I want to help you more. Once you see a secret code, send me a direct message on Instagram at Teacher Joe Crossman. Don't write it down below because it's a secret, all right? Then I will know that you've made it through this whole video and you deserve more help, all right? Now let's get to the grammar. So a simple sentence is a completed thought that has one independent clause. And an independent clause has a subject and a verb. An example of this would be Joe threw the knife. Okay? Joe's the subject, threw is the verb, and it's a complete thought. Now, simple sentences can have compound subjects. For example, Joe and his daughter threw knives. That's possible. Still simple. Or a simple sentence can have a compound verb. Joe threw the knife and smiled. Okay, so that's also possible. All right, so that's about all you need to know about simple sentences. But they are important when we start talking about compound sentences. Compound sentences are two independent clauses. So that's like two simple sentences joined by a coordinating conjunction. Now there's a limited number of coordinating conjunctions, and you can remember them if you remember this word, fanboys. And the letters stand for the different things, such as for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. All right, those are the words that you can use in the middle, in between two independent clauses. Join them up to make a compound sentence. Here's an example. All right, so we have two independent clauses here. Joe stole some money, and he went to jail for 18 months. So those two sentences can be joined by and. For example, Joe stole some money and he went to jail for 18 months. Right? Okay? Now, here are some examples to try and guess the right coordinating conjunction. I'm going to give you a sentence and there's going to be a blank in the middle. You try and guess which one of the coordinating conjunctions on this list goes in. So the coordinating conjunctions we're going to use are so, yet, but, and nor. Here's number one. Joe looks like a movie star. He isn't one. So which word goes in there? You can pause if you have to. Here comes the answer. But. Joe looks like a movie star, but he isn't one. All right, number two. Many people were throwing knives at Joe. He ran away. Can you guess? In that one, let's put so. All right. Here's sentence number three. The party finished at 3 a.m. Joe wasn't tired. Can you guess? I wanted the word yet there. The party finished at 3 a.m., yet Joe wasn't tired. Okay? And let's try the fourth one. Here's the last one for compound sentences. Joe doesn't speak German. Does he speak Polish? And the word we wanted there is nor. Okay? Not a very common word to use, but we use it for two negatives. All right. I hope you got those all right. If you've made it this far, the first secret code is knife. All right? So send that to me in a direct message on Instagram, and I'll know you've made it this far. Fantastic. But don't stop. I want you to keep going. All right? Let's talk about complex sentences. So a complex sentence, there's two clauses. One of them is an independent clause, and the other one is a dependent clause. The independent clause, remember, is a completed thought. The dependent clause is an incomplete thought, also called the subordinate clause. Now, these two things are joined by subordinate conjunctions. I'll talk about that in a minute. So here's an example. When Joe threw a knife, his enemy got angry. Okay, so there's two clauses. The first one is a dependent clause because it's not a full thought. It's not completed. When Joe threw a knife, well, what? What happened? Right? The second one is independent. It stands alone. His enemy got angry. Okay? And the subordinate conjunction that's joining those two is the word when. And it came at the start of the sentence. All right? Here's another one. Now that Joe has two knives, he can fight two people at the same time. So again, the first clause is dependent. Now that Joe has two knives, it's not a complete thought yet. It needs the second part. He can fight two people at the same time. That means, right, it's a complete thought. It totally can stand on its own. Together they make a complex sentence, and the subordinate conjunction is now. Now you got to remember the independent clause can come at the start or it can come at the end. Depends how you want to do it. Here's two examples. Joe took a knife, that's independent, because he was expecting trouble. Okay, that's the dependent, joined by because. But you could do it the other way, put the second clause first, so turn it around. Because he was expecting trouble, comma, Joe took a knife. All right? So there, it's the same sentence, same meaning. The first way is more common. The second way is still possible, but it's harder to do. All right? So now, let me ask you these questions. Which one of these sentences is, well, I'm going to give you three sentences. Tell me, are they simple, compound, or complex? Here we go. Joe is a dangerous man. Can you guess? Yes, that one is a simple sentence. Next one. Although Joe is dangerous, he is quite friendly. Can you guess? That one is complex. All right? It's joined by the word although. And the first clause is not a full thought, right? Although Joe is dangerous. Well, what? You need more to complete that thought. Here's the third sentence. You can probably already guess. Joe was arrested, so society is safer now. Okay, that is a compound sentence. It has two independent clauses joined by the coordinate conjunction so. All right? Now, I said before that I was going to talk about subordinate conjunctions. There are many of them. All right? Coordinate conjunctions, just that fanboys list. But subordinate conjunctions, oh, there's many, many, many. You got to check on Google if you want them all. And if you want an explanation of how to use them, that is many other videos. Here's a short list. These are words like after, although, once, since, though, whenever, all right? More words like that. And often they can have very, very similar meanings, so they can be interchanged, right? Okay? So they're difficult to use. Now I'm going to give you some examples of complex sentences, and I want you to try and put the right word in the blank. Here we go. So the words that you're going to choose from are, the list is although, whenever, after, and since. All right, here's sentence number 1. Joe went to jail. He made lots of friends. And in the blank should be after. After Joe went to jail, he made lots of friends. Okay? Second sentence. Joe made lots of friends. They were all bad guys. And the word in there, although. Let's try another one. Joe misses his old life. He just throws his toothbrush. And the word we're looking for there is whenever. And here's sentence number 4. Joe has decided to get a university degree. He'll be in jail for 4 years. And the word we're looking for there is since. Okay? There you go. I'll be in jail for a long time, so I might as well study and get a degree. All right, now you've made it this far. Fantastic. You are an amazing student. You should be proud of yourself. The second secret code is don't throw knives. Okay? All right, so I'm going to move to the middle now. If you want to continue learning and you want to hear more about grammar or vocabulary, anything, check out my beard, anything else, I'm going to put links here and you can click on them and continue to study and continue to get better, because that's the most important thing. All right, bye for now.